Next application of dimensional analysis is to derive equations. We can't derive all equations, only few equations. Okay. So let us derive few equations, thereby let us conclude through the limitations of dimensional analysis. By the method of dimensions, derive an expression for energy in terms of mass and speed of light c. So this is how question will be given. You are asked to derive an expression in terms of these quantities are also dependent quantities are also given to you. Okay. Now solution. It is given energy depends on mass, but it is not given how it depends. So let us write E proportional to M par A. We don't know this par. This says how it depends. Second, energy is proportional to C to the power of B. Speed of light to the power of B. This also we don't know. B we don't know. But it is given energy in terms of speed of light. So let me combine these two. Energy is proportional to M par A, C par B. M par A, C par B. Or energy equal to some constant, proportionality constant. So if you replace proportionality sign by equality sign, you should introduce a constant. Okay. So constant M to the power of A, C to the power of B. This is equation 1, where K is dimensionless constant of proportionality. A and B are, students, guess what are these A and B? A and B are powers of mass and speed of light. You can write exponents of mass and speed of light. Now let me write dimensional formula for equation 1. Dimensional formula in equation 1. Energy is M L2 T minus 2 equal to K is dimensionless constant. So it is just a number. So drop K. M is mass per A. C is speed of light. Speed of light is also speed. So L T minus 1 whole par B. So it is M par A, L par B, T par minus 1 into B is minus B. This is M L2 T minus 2. If left hand side equal to right hand side, then corresponding dimensions must be same. This implies that, observe carefully, M par A, M par 1. So 1 should be equal to A. So A equal to 1. L B, L 2. Therefore B must be equal to 2. Just check. Minus B is minus 2. minus b is minus 2 implies b equal to 2. Again we get b equal to 2. Substituting the values of a equal to 1 and b equal to 2 in equation 1 gives equation 1 e equal to k is dimensionless constant, m par a is 1, c is 2. So k into mc square. Students, you are familiar with this equation, right? E equal to mc square, Einstein's equation. Since you know the equation E equal to mc square, you can predict or you can say that k equal to 1. But if we don't know the equation, that is why at the end of this we have to mention that the value of k cannot be derived by this method, because this method is dimensional method and this is dimensionless constant. So we have to conclude by saying that the value of k cannot be determined by this method. The value of k cannot be determined by the method of dimensions. So we can come up to this equation, E equal to k times mc square. So this is one limitation of dimensional analysis. What is that limitation? The value of k cannot be determined by the method of dimensions. Okay. Derive an expression for kinetic energy in terms of momentum and mass. By the method of dimensions. So as usual, it is given momentum is directly proportional to, as usual it is given kinetic energy is directly proportional to momentum. It is not given how it depends. So that is why let us write A. Kinetic energy is proportional to m per b. So kinetic energy is proportional to momentum per A mass per b, or kinetic energy equal to constant times momentum per A m per b, equation 1, where k is dimensionless constant of proportionality. A and b are exponents of momentum and mass. Enough. So let us write dimensional formula for equation 1. Kinetic energy is energy. Energy is m L2 T minus 2 equal to k is dimensionless. Drop k. Momentum is mass into velocity. Recall the table. P is momentum. P is mass into velocity. Mass is m, velocity is Lt minus 1. So m L T minus 1 whole per A. There is per A. This is just m. Mass per B. M per A, m per B. So it is m per A plus B. L per 1, there is no other term. 1 into A is A. L per A. time power minus 1 into A. Time power minus A. So it is m L2 t minus 2. So let us compare dimensions. Comparing the dimensions, this is m power 1, m power A plus B. Let me consider A. L power A, L power 2 implies A equal to 2. Now A plus B. A plus B equal to, A plus B is power of m. So it is m power 1. Therefore 1. Substitute 2 here because A plus B is 2. So A plus B is 1. Substitute this in this. 2 plus B equal to 1 or B equal to minus 1. We wanted the values of A and B. We have the values of A and B. Substituting the values of A and B, or substituting A equal to 2 and B is minus 1 in equation 2 gives energy equal to proportionality constant P times A. A is 2. M time minus 1. Nothing but K P square by M, because M power minus 1, or E equal to kinetic energy equal to K P square by M. So the value of K cannot be determined by the method of dimensions, that we have to mention. By this method or by the method of dimensions, anything is fine, but you have to conclude. Okay, so this is the step up to which we can derive. This is for your reference. This is for your reference. Expression for kinetic energy is P square by 2m. This you will learn in one of the chapters. For time being, this is sufficient, P square by 2m. Okay, so E equal to constant times P square by m. Comparing these two equations, can you guess the value of K? K equal to half. If I write half here, 1 by 2, that time it becomes P square by 2m, isn't it? By the method of dimensions, derive an expression for pressure P in terms of density rho. This is rho, height h, and acceleration due to gravity g. Now pressure P is proportional to density rho. Write it slantly, rho per A. Pressure is proportional to height per B. Pressure is proportional to acceleration due to gravity times C. This is C. Or pressure is proportional to par A, H par B, G par C, or pressure equal to constant of proportionality, rho par A, H par B, acceleration due to gravity par C. This is equation 1, where K is dimensionless constant of proportionality. A, B, C. There are three dependent terms, that is why A, B, C. A, B, C are exponents. Exponents of rho, H and G respectively. Now let me write dimensional formula for all these quantities. Pressure is force by area. This is for your reference. Pressure is force by area. Force is mLt minus 2. Area is L2. Therefore, if you simplify, we get mL minus 1 T minus 2. Okay. So left hand side pressure mL minus 1 T minus 2 equal to dimensionless constant. Drop it. Density is mass by volume. Mass, volume by volume, therefore minus whole par A. Height is just length, L par B. G is acceleration due to gravity, which is acceleration. Therefore, LT minus 2 whole par C. M, L minus 1, T minus 2 equal to M par A. There is no other M term. So M par A. L par minus 3A. L par minus 3A. L par B plus B. L par C plus C. Hope you understood this. Next, time. Time par minus 2C. Time par minus 2C. So let us compare the dimensions of corresponding quantities. Comparing the dimensions, A equal to 1 because M par A, M par 1. Next, consider time. Time par minus 2C. Minus 2C equal to minus 2. This implies that C equal to 1. Now L par minus 3A plus B plus C equal to L par minus 1 minus 1. So let us substitute the values of A and C in this equation. A minus 3 into 1 plus B wanted plus C. C is 1 equal to minus 1. Solve for B. B equal to minus 3 plus 1 is minus 2. Minus 2 goes to that side. It becomes plus 2. Minus 1 plus 2 is 1. Implies B equal to 1. Substitute the values of A, B, C in equation 1. Pressure equal to K times rho G H. Rho par 1, G par 1, H par 1. Pressure equal to rho, little slant, G H, and there should be K. This is K. Now the conclusion, the value of k cannot be determined by this method. Okay, this is how we can derive few equations.